You know, my message to the guy who set up that third rim is, what are you doing?
Good Lord, a 395
from McMillan, baby.
Welcome to the 2023 Haloball League Draft Combine. We have a very exciting one here today in Dubai.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to bring you some of the top athletes from the local area in Dubai.
You know, Zach, I'm really excited for today's athletes. We have 12 great competitors on the docket today. You know, some early standouts: Sean Yesko, Mike McMillan. I'll be keeping an eye on those two. For sure.
Everyone knows about their competitive background. You know, we're not going to shy away from the fact that Yesko, he's a ball player. You know,
I couldn't agree more. He's definitely a ball player, and it's a very pivotal day today because this will have a lot of say on what the Haloball League captains decide in tomorrow night's draft. So obviously we got to start with our 5 teams. We have Legacy, led by Kevin Bauman.
Next up we have Dynasty, led by Benjamin Gordon.
And then you got Recon, Hail to the Orange and Green, led by myself, Brandon Ing.
And we have Team Fatal, led by Nate Meyer.
Yep, and it's going to be an 8-week-long season with teams playing 1 or 2 games every single day. It's going to be really exciting to see which team comes out on top this year. And you know, Zach, I'll tell you what's underrated about the 40-yard dash is the importance of those first 3 steps. I think a lot of people tend to sleep on how much time is gained and lost right there. What do you think about that, Zach?
Oh, yeah, you know, I can't disagree with that. You know, only people with the IQ to make the correct foot movements and the correct acceleration.
You know, I don't think it's about IQ. I'm going to come out and say right here in the booth, I don't think it's about IQ.
You know, I think you got to know,
Looks to be that we have our first competitor at the stand, Zachary.
You know, and that we do. Dylan Samuels getting ready to lift off here. You know, how do you think he'll perform in terms of the pack?
You know, the thing about Dylan is he's got some weight on him, and I'm not sure that it's all muscle. But he's at the start line now. Let's see how he performs. A weak start.
Few steps.
Oh boy, we disagreed there, but he finished strong, didn't he, Zach?
Quite the strong finish. You know, he followed through. No way.
He got a 4.36.
A 4.36.
Oh my gosh, we're here in the booth with a 4.36. Absolutely unreal.
4.36 for Samuels.
And
absolutely dominant.
I was dominant
in his first attempt. He didn't even get a practice attempt, ladies and gentlemen.
I was doubting Samuels, and there he goes.
You know, for Samuels to come out there and perform that type of run, you know, I can't help but be impressed.
It's unbelievable.
But next up, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most anticipated runners here, ladies and gentlemen, number 359, Ryan the Snail Samuels.
And they don't call
him the Snail for no reason, you know. He's taking his stance, but you know, he just looks sluggish. Look at those. Look at those steps.
Boy.
They're insanely chopped.
The grass is growing underneath his feet.
And the time, unsurprisingly, a 4.7.
As we move on to Sean Yesko, that is looking
Sean Badonkadonk Yesko with the 4.57. You know, we really thought that thing moved as he ran right there.
And I was seeing those boots go back and forth, and it was
It was mesmerizing.
Mike McMillan takes off.
Wow. See those runners' arms.
Wow, that may be the fastest time of the day, Zach.
A 3.95.
Is that a world record?
Oh my goodness.
Good Lord, a 3.95.
3.95 from McMillan, baby. Oh Lord.
We have a non-competitor in the field.
Security.
Can we get the streaker off the field ASAP?
And you know, he's running it very slowly, you know.
But now time to get back to the series.
Oh my gosh. We just had an incident with the streaker.
But we're gonna recover.
We're gonna recover.
And Zachary, I'm elated to say it's my turn to get out there, and I hope you have some great words to say about me.
You know,
And the streaker has returned!
And oh my goodness, the streaker has returned for a second time, nearly attacking and destroying our booth. And we have Brandon Lightning. He looks quite goofy, to be honest, wearing a suit. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The infamous bench press here at the Combine 2023. Brandon, what are we thinking right now?
Well, Zach, we already got Dylan Samuels on the bench press, repping out 135 for reps here.
Wow, moving it with ease. You know, Dylan is, I'd argue, one of the top 5 most powerful players in this league, and you know, I really think that it's going to show after the draft. You know,
and I'll say this: strength in Haloball definitely determines a lot of how you can create success in the game.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see players out there like Dylan and Nate being able to create a lot more opportunities because of their strength.
It is Kevin Bauman.
It is actually Kevin Bauman taking the bar.
Another gym rat.
Yeah, quite the gym rat actually. For multiple years now, he's been posting Snapchat stories of himself in the gym. You know, he's a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, I've seen those mirror selfies, and I can't say that I love them, but I've seen them. And do those look like half reps to you?
Maybe a little bit.
And yeah, it doesn't seem like he's lashing them out. I definitely think we need to make an asterisk of this one when we look back at his scores.
You know, those reps are looking a little suspicious. He's gotten to 30. And he stopped.
He stopped at 30 with.
He does not go to failure. I guess that's the kind of mentality that we're going to get here from Kevin Bauman this season.
Yeah, I think that shows it.
He clearly wasn't struggling towards the end of those reps, and I think that goes to show that his effort could be an issue in this season.
I think you're totally right. That's the type of player he's proven to be. You know, he quits when there's still more to give.
Next up to the bar, we have Sean Yesko.
Could be another mass moment. Am I right, Zach?
Oh yeah, no. Sean's standing in at about 6 foot. He's a pretty big guy, and you know, as earlier we commented on that badonkadonk. Let's see if that mass can move some mass.
Yeah, but these first reps are looking really weak.
Are very scary.
And that's a very disappointing number he just put up.
And 2 reps only for Sean Yesko.
That was only one full rep there, Zach.
Wow.
Next we got Emmett Healy, the guy you were talking about earlier during.
Oh yes, my favorite benching prospect. You know, this guy was born to bench. You know, he can throw that bar like it's nothing, and we're seeing it here.
And Zach, just the other day, I was at the Children's Hospital. They said they ran an X-ray on Emmett when he was a kid. Turns out he's got that dog in him.
He's the opposite of Bauman. You know, he puts in those reps when he doesn't need to.
Is 30 the max? Oh, well, that's interesting news to me. There's a max on the bench press. Everything we said about Bauman being a quitter. I mean, we have to toss that out the window.
Wait, did he get 30? Did he get 30?
It's tossed right out the window.
You know, at the end of the day, I would like to apologize for everything I've said about Mr. Bauman.
And me as well. I'm going to retract my statement.
You know, he got to 30 without even a sweat. You know, he got there super easily, and we were out there insulting him when he put down the bar. But, you know, my condolences out to you, Mr. Bauman, if your family, you're listening to this vlog.
You know, I'd like to as well send my best regards to him and his family. McMillan is struggling at 1. Oh, good lord.
Wow. And with some assistance, doesn't technically get a full rep. McMillan walks away with a 0. But next up, we have highly anticipated bencher Nathaniel Meyer. You know, he's only looking to show out here, looking for nothing else but to just move that bar.
Completely agree.
And just show everyone that he is the strongest in this combine.
Nate, I'll tell you this, is the type of guy that went to bed last night dreaming about this bench press competition. Mm-hmm. He's been waiting for this all day.
You know, he's got a warrior spirit. You know, he'll tackle on any task with a strong
mindset. I completely agree, Zach. But he's looking like he's struggling at 16.
That's just theatrics in my opinion. You know, Meyer's been known to have theatrics. He's gonna breeze through these next few reps.
And I know he wants that 30 really bad.
I know he wants that 30 especially bad. You know, for it to go down anything is less. then
At 24, I just don't see him getting to 30. And yep, he tossed
Wow.
in the towel.
and he tosses at 24.
They're asking me if I want 135.
You know, Brandon, I would just take that personally as a sign of disrespect, you know.
And I'm going
Asking if you want the bar, that bar is meant for children.
for children. And
Children,
I'm a
you know,
grown man right here.
You're a grown man, Brandon.
I'm willing to
You
prove it as well.
deserve to put up that bar with as many plates on it as you want.
But Zachary, if we're talking about children right now,
We
got
gotta mention Ryan Sanders.
He's got to be in the conversation.
He's just the epitome. And without even attempting to put the bar down on his chest, he throws it off of him.
It doesn't look good for that draft stock over there.
You know, that draft stock is currently plummeting as we speak, you know. Not many other guys are out there doing what Ryan just did, and not in a good way.
I completely agree with you, Zach, but I'm going to have to sign off now to go in there and do my bench press
All right,
competition.
you know, and I'm going to wish you luck as my partner.
I appreciate that, Zachary.
And, you know, we have a surprise visitor to the booth. We have Nate Meyer, who's fresh off of a 24-rep bench press performance. You know, Nate, how do you feel, you know, being in this combine and being one of the pioneers of this league?
You know, me personally, being a pioneer of the league, it feels great, you know, creating something that every single person can look forward to at the end of their week. Something I really enjoy doing. Pardon me, you know, I'm out of breath here.
You know,
Just
that's all right.
24 reps, you know. It was a lot, but I know I can do better, and I'm looking to get stronger in the middle of the weeks.
You know, Nate, I really love that response, and I really love you bench pressing. So, with that being said, we're going to take a look at Brandon here, easily pushing that bar. But, you know, it seems as if he's running out of steam very quickly on his 7th rep.
You know, Brandon being only 131 pounds, you know, the lightest in the entire draft, like, I can see why he's doing it, but
You know, it doesn't bode well for him.
it does not bode well for him. But 10 reps, you got to respect that out of the man.
You got to respect that. You know, like we said before, moving your body weight 10 times, that's nothing shy of impressive.
You know,
You got to give kudos to the man.
I appreciate you letting me step in here
Oh, of
and
course.
be a guest announcer real quick. I'm going to hand it back to our main host, Brandon Ing, after a performance of 10 reps.
And now we're back from the break. We're here in Dubai. This is Brandon with my co-host Zachary, and we are starting the 3-cone drill currently.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we have been hyping up the 3-cone drill for a long time, and, you know, it's not for no reason. The 3-cone drill has really been known to separate the great athletes from the middle of the pack athletes in terms of their agility, you know.
Completely agreed, and I think some people tend to overlook the 3-cone drill for its simplicity.
You know, it gets the job done. It doesn't need to be that complex, you know. It's a dash, and a few more dashes.
You know, and here we have Luke Heidersbach. He has been strong in this draft so far, and he did not let up here.
And he gets an 8.66, just barely edging out Samuels for first place right now in the
And
standings.
I have a feeling that first place podium won't be there for long, Zachary.
It's a matter of time until either Bauman smashes the record. I'm kidding. We know Bauman's not
Zach,
smashing that record.
you got to quit yanking my tail with those jokes there, man. As we move forward, we have Benjamin Gordon. I'm expecting a ton from this run here.
Oh, of course. You know, this is a strong suit, that agility.
But a slip could be brutal. And there it was. 2 of them.
3 consecutive slips
Oh boy,
from
can we get a
Gordon.
4th?
I don't know. Oh my goodness!
And he dives to the finish.
And he, with a dive finish and a 9.34, you can't be that upset. And we're back in Dubai for the 3-point contest. You know, we've got quite a few lethal shooters on this list that we're ready to see. And one of those is Dylan Samuels.
You know, right off the bat, we got 5 shots, 2 balls at each one. And Dylan has not made a shot yet. Very surprising.
Thought he made one.
And up now we have Luke Heidersbach.
Been super strong so far in this combine.
So strong. But we do have to remind you he's an unknown player. So these shooting combine parts right here are super important to see what type of ball player he is.
Splash from the top of the key. Bang!
He's hit 2.
2 in a row from Luke. You know, he's got his alley shots at the end.
And what I'm looking at more so than what goes in and what goes out is that form. And Zach, I gotta ask. Just between me and you, no one else, you know, imagine we're in a room alone. Is he putting up 0?
You know, I think that there's a chance that Rags might put up 0.
Man, he is just touching that rim.
You know, he is, but, you know, nothing's seeming to fall.
He lands a 0, exactly as predicted, Zach.
Oh my goodness. And we
You
get
gotta
a
head
0.
out. It's been a pleasure in the booth, but I'm going to have to go 8 for 10 here, the best shooter in the game. Been
All right,
proven.
you know, we're gonna see if those claims hold any ground. As you know, I'm gonna invite one of my best buddies and prospect, number 359, Ryan Samuels, here into the booth.
Here we have Brandon starting. You know, solid competitor. But
You know, he is quite the solid competitor. You know, he is known for being a fierce, competitive guy. But you know, this jump shot performance is clearly a little bit lackluster.
yeah,
You know, out there clank after clonk after brick. You know, he finally gets one to go, but
yeah. And one was inevitable at the end of the day.
yeah, you know, you could give a guy 1, give a guy 2, but
I don't.
if he's really special like he says he is, I think Brandon would have hit maybe 4 or 5 jump shots.
I mean, you know, he just hit a second one there. Can he go for 3? He can't. You know.
You know, 2. You know, that's truly mediocre. You'd expect more from Brandon there.
You know, he predicted only 2 misses. He only made 2.
And we're back at the Haloball League Combine for 2023. This combine has already been electric, and we are down to the final stretch of events. This one is the passing accuracy.
You know, the passing accuracy, it's gonna show who can go out there and deliver those dimes at high velocity and with precision. And you know, that's a vital element in this game.
Right, and when you're thinking about vital elements to this game, passing is the key parameter for what separates a bad player from a good player. Simple as that.
Here we go, and we have Dylan off to the start. He gets his first one in the bucket. A nice strong pass. The other one rims out.
And you know what I'm seeing here early, as Dylan has too, is once you make that first, those rims start spinning around.
And you know, you're just gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to see how these guys deal with the adversity. You know, he's at least sent 1 through on every single of the rims,
Except for that final one where a rim falls off. And I'm wondering who set up that 3rd rim, almost as if they don't know what they're doing.
You know, my message to the guy who set up that 3rd rim is, what are you doing?
It's gonna be Nate Meyer, and then it's gonna lead into myself.
You know, that's 118 over there. The guy with the sexy perm.
And one thing about 118 is he's gonna come out and chuck
Wow,
those things
and
like
he
a
is
football.
chucking
Full speed.
right away, not even considering how it can make the rings move. If only Kevin Bauman were here. Oh my goodness, look who it is. We have Kevin Bauman entering the booth, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? What strategy do you think was most effective?
Well, you know, personally, Zach,
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's contestant 359, Ryan Samuels, on the Haloball vertical jump, ladies and gentlemen.
And when it comes to Haloball, that vertical really matters due to the 8-foot 6-inch hoop that we're gonna have this year.
And you know, I got to chatting earlier with one of the combine prospects, Ryan Samuels, about a private plyometrics workout. You know, he claimed to me that all he's been doing these past few weeks is plyo workouts to get that vertical up. And you know, here's going to be a great milestone to see.
It's gonna be interesting to see how that translates into his vertical jump.
Yeah, you know, I've also seen Ryan last week at the local Burger King, and you know, it didn't seem like he was practicing his vert then. Here we have the hyped Ryan Samuels. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I can barely slide a piece of paper under that one.
Jim, 2 pieces of paper and it's not going under there.
I can't disagree with you.
And that's a 17-inch vertical.
17-inch vertical.
Good Lord.
Looks slightly more like 4 inches, but you know, the reading is a reading.
And here we are with Emmett Healy.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Is he on the moon?
Emmett Healy with the 24-inch vert, the leader of this event.
Melanie Aboud, our inside reporter, did tell me that Asan Galani is suffering from morning sickness today, so he could not attend the combine.
You know, Asan Galani, you know.
Oh boy! We have a new record in the booth today.
Oh my goodness.
Distracted.
Just as I thought Brandon was walking away with the crown, Benjamin Gordon comes out with a 27-inch leap. Can you believe it?
I almost cannot believe the greatness of that jump right there, Zach.
You know, it was just purely technically refined, and it was a nice jump to watch. You know, if I'm a coach out there, I'm showing this to the kids that I'm coaching. You know.